So really for a child, they can almost look at that new marriage. It can almost be a grief issue for them with a sense of loss.
Not almost, it is.
It is.
It is a gain for the adults. The marriage is a loss initially for the children. Now let me qualify that, because that sounds horrible, you know. But let me just qualify that. Initially, it's a loss for the kids. I believe wholeheartedly that eventually it becomes a gain for the children. But that's a matter of timing and pacing and connectedness and relationship, and whether or not I can come to trust you and my new family, my new home, how parenting goes in my new home. If I can come to gain and find safety with all of that, then I cut you a break. Then I'm open to you in my world. And now I'm welcoming of this family relationship. But that's a matter of timing. The couple is ready for that long before the kids are ready for that. Usually the child's response to the actual wedding is one of confusion. I like you. I got a stepmom now. I like you. You're fun. You're exciting. You smile pretty. You make me feel good. And I'm open to that. And I'm confused about what this means for my relationship with my biological mom, who's already dropped a few hints and let me know. At least I'm concerned that she's going to be offended if I like you too much. So I like you, that's the problem. That sort of conflict in a child leads to hot and cold reactions. I hear that a lot from step-parents who say, you know, when we were dating, boy, these kids loved me. They thought I was great. Then we get married, and now all of a sudden they're cold and you know, standoffish and aloof, and I don't really get it. Well, it's real now. And it comes with a cost for them to like you. And that just puts them in a place of confusion. If the adults can understand that, work with that, not be offended by that. I call it put on your thick skin. You'll be okay. They'll be okay. Keep writing it out, and things will get better. But if you overreact, if you get personally offended, if you quit and give up, throw up your hand, and everything just falls apart at that point. So it's about understanding what's going on, having some compassion, having some patience, and keep pressing forward.
So really being able to empathize with the kids and kind of really trying to understand where they are is really important.
You nailed it. You nailed it. I'm just convinced that one of the things that the fog of love does to parents is, and adults, you know, the new step parent, is it kind of blind them to how difficult this is for their children. It's not because adults don't care. Parents care a lot. Step parents care a lot. They have great intentions towards all the children. They just kind of are blinded to how difficult and challenging it is for the kids. So the compassion goes a long, long way towards softening hearts and creating space for people to begin to kind of figure out how to connect. It will happen at the kids' timing. Here's an important point. The speed at which your family comes together is not determined by the adults. And personally, I think that's kind of wrong, because we're the ones who pay for everything. You know what I mean? Yeah, but it's not up to us. You can't will it into the kids. The timing, the pacing of your family coming together is determined by the children, and how open they are, and how able they are to resolve within themselves these conflicts, and then create an openness towards the new step siblings and step parent in their life. And in the meantime, the adults have to come together, do the best they can to be patient, compassionate, and yet setting some behavioral limits and having some expectations, but not necessarily lording it over the kids for them to like and love the new family.